Welcome back to the Fight Rundown, episode 270. I am G.
Wow.
I'm here with
Pad Smith Bowles.
Pad Smith Bowles. Is it official?
It's official.
Speaking of Pad Smith, this episode is sponsored by the Pad Smith. You get all your personal training needs from them. Bowles sells a bit more.
If you're looking to get fit, if you're looking to learn the basics of boxing, make sure to give me a shout at the Pad Smith on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. We'll get in touch. Look, super cheap, cheaper than most personal trainers out there. £20 per session, so you can't really go wrong.
That's for an hour's work right there at the Pad Smith on Instagram or TikTok. But yeah, we are here today to talk about the UFC 316. I was so excited, and I tell you what, the anticipation peaked around Thursday, Friday. So I watching the embeddeds. I think when we came on here, we wasn't too excited about it. But I tell you what, I was excited. I was thinking about staying up. Where was I on Saturday night? I was in Barnsley.
Yes, you was.
Quickly on that one. Yeah, Barnsley was...
Callum Simpson dropped in the first 8 seconds.
Insane atmosphere.
Crazy.
But yeah.
Yeah, the Barnsley crowd always goes wild for Callum, don't they?
Yeah, it was mental. Absolutely mental. But it was a good show. You watched the Ipswich card?
I watched Wardley. There is a video that I want to do on Fabio Wardley because I think it's a really interesting topic.
Yeah. Should we save them conversations for another episode?
Yeah, just because, look, honestly, all I'll say now, and we'll do a full video on it, is I think Fabio Wardley could potentially be the next Wilder.
Wow.
When it comes to that sort of explosive power.
Right, let's get into it. So what we're going to do is just go through the card. We do play a game on this podcast. Before we say the name of the game, Bowles, explain the aim of the game.
Oh, the aim of the game is... It gets hard. Sometimes it's just so hard to get the words out for the aim of the game. But the aim of the game is to score as many points as possible. Me versus Jeeve, all the way from the early prelims to the main event of the evening. And we score points by predicting each fight on who we think is going to win each fight. And if you get it right, you get a point. And also, there is a couple...
We don't need to do the sounds on it.
You know the segments by now. You know, the most important one, because it's double points, is your bank. That's the one you need to know mostly there. Because that's double points right there. So, yeah, me versus Jeeve. And it is called... The name of the game is... Holiday Inn. I'll go live.
The motel winning gets discount off the Christmas trip. It's exactly what you want. Bowles locked in on some fitness videos right there.
Indeed.
Right, so we're going to get straight into it. Starting off the card with Markel Medeiros versus Mark Chionski.
Was that Reese? That wasn't on there before, was it?
It was, and we both picked Markel. So it definitely was.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
That's right. So what we do, like I said, I personally started watching the card at the main card. I do apologise, guys. I'm a bit of a fraud.
Ooh.
Did I catch it? Did I end up... I watched some fights back. Yeah, no, I watched Joshua.
Did you wake up for this fight then?
Stayed up.
You stayed up. The alarm was off.
The alarm was off. This is what I was looking at. See what I was looking at, Bowles.
Ha ha ha. Wow.
Yeah, so as you can tell, I was not looking at an alarm clock because I stayed up. I've saved that one.
Yeah.
Been waiting to use it. And there's another one in the bank. Anyways, yeah, I stayed up. I watched Money in the Bank because it finished at 3.
Shout out to Don Box. Yeah.
And then moved on, caught the last 2 rounds of Joshua Van. But anyways, let's get into it.
Yeah.
Then we had Quillen Salkaid versus Yanal Ashmuz. We both picked Quillen.
Good start.
Don't know why we picked him, but yeah,
no.
It was a good start. And then Jekka Saranghi versus Jusan Wu. You picked Jekka and I picked...
What an L.
I picked you.
That's stupid L. I saw that knockout. Fantastic knockout.
It was. That was...
Didn't even see that punch.
Reel.
Yeah. Didn't see the punch even when it landed. Do you know what I mean? Like, just so clean.
And then we had Ariane versus Wang Kong. Why did we pick...
Why?
Why didn't we pick Wang Kong?
Wang Kong's a legend.
Yeah, I know. She's Fight Rundown legend. I know. And then we move on to the main card. Chaos Williams.
Oh, God. It's
losing.
Peak.
We both picked Gustav. We both picked Chaos Williams. He loses a decision.
Yeah.
Unanimous as well. And then Waldo Cortez
Oh,
Acosta.
where's Waldo? Is here to stay. Where is Waldo?
I locked him in.
Yeah. Oh, no
I locked him in,
way.
yes.
Oh.
Tell him to bring me my money.
No way. The
Wow.
comeback might be wrong. The comeback.
And you picked Spivak. So that's interesting. I do apologise, I didn't catch all these fights. Then we had Brenton Ramirez versus Asmat. You picked Asmat, I did not. So that's clutch.
Ooh.
That's a win for Bowles.
Getting close.
And then the fights I actually did what? Joshua Van versus Bruno Silva. I tell you what, this fight, Joshua Van might single-handedly brought back boxing to the flyweight division. So clean with it. He's got such nice combos. Bruno Silva, I mean, probably would have given him a round at the point of, obviously, the final round. And then the last minute, Joshua Van. Oh, it's just such nice boxing. I was watching him on Embedded. Nice combinations. It's nice to see that, isn't it? It's nice to see someone just throwing hands as a boxer in the UFC, especially at a higher level. And then moving on, we had Vicente Luque versus Kevin Holland. This is the Bowles theory right here. We said Kevin Holland can't leave the main card.
No.
And even though he's going to keep losing, he'll win that one to stay on the main card.
Of course.
You called it. I listened to you as well, so I'm happy about that. And he gets the win.
Of course.
Just on that, it was a fantastic win for him. Really.
Vicente Luque is a decent name.
Yeah, and got a dash choke on him.
Yeah.
Like, submitting someone that level. Massive.
He's got the skills. Sometimes.
Am I switching out? Is Kevin Holland going to be a big problem? Am I jumping the bandwagon right here? Because that was a good performance. He looked really good in there.
Like I say, we've seen his other skills before. You know, he can perform submissions like that. He can get the knockout from awkward, strange positions you've never seen before. Seems like he can almost do everything in a way sometimes, but then sometimes it's just not good enough. Yeah. So we'll see who he gets next.
100%. And then moving on up, Mario Batista versus Patchy Mix. We both picked Patchy Mix. So young, 21, 22, 23. Spoke about how much of a star he was.
Yeah.
He was legit. I said, we've seen a lot of people jump over. He jumped in at a high level. Mario Batista, I do rate. I really thought was good. But, man, it looked like Patchy Mix didn't know how to move his head.
Yeah, you was thinking about going for Batista as well.
I was going to, yeah. Patchy Mix was constantly kind of head still. Looked like he just couldn't get going. Fair play, Mario Batista, especially after that Jose Aldo fight that everyone slated him for. Yeah. He's come back, and he actually made it quite an entertaining fight. Yeah. And yeah, for that reason, I think it's a tough one for Patchy Mix, especially with the way the main event played out. He could have been looking at a title match 100%. Almost instantly. But yeah, it's hey, just use this bottle if you want. Just lay it down there. Just put it against Ball's having a mare.
Stir my fucking head in.
But yeah, I think Mario Batista now just certified his place, not only in the bantamweight division, but potentially a high level fight. We're talking top 5, top 6, maybe Song Yudong. Yeah. Maybe I know we wouldn't fight Marcus McGee, but the winner or losing of that versus Peter Yan. But yeah, all around impressive. Just a shame to see Patchy Mix not look good at all.
Yeah, really. Definitely. Is that the most disappointing transition of all time in the UFC?
One. So young, but these Bellator guys can't quite hang.
Yes, that's the thing, isn't it? We've seen it pretty much every time. Yeah, exactly. Every single time it's happened.
For sure. And then moving on up, Joe Piper versus Kelvin Gastelum. You know, Kelvin gave a decent fight. He did better than I thought. You did pick Gastelum. Yeah. You thought we were still in 2018. Yeah. Joe Piper, solid win. I think he did quite a bit. He actually wrestled him for a bit as well. Kelvin just does not seem motivated anymore. Just watching him, does not seem like he's kind of really hungry for the win. But yeah, it was, regardless, it's still a good performance from Joe.
Yeah, well, it's the biggest puncher in the UFC.
Supposedly, yeah. Supposedly. Quite literally. Yeah. If you listen to Rogan. Co-main event, Kayla Harrison versus Juliana Pena. Probably more to talk about after this fight. What happened? We both picked Kayla.
That was indeed my lot.
You did pick a round 3, though.
Unlucky.
But 2 points. 2 on the board.
I don't think it matters anymore.
It does not. I think...
Absolutely fuming.
It's close. I think it's a draw.
Really?
Right, let me just check. I might as well just do it now.
I don't think you. I think you've won.
3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've won. Needed that.
That's poor from me.
Yeah, that means now the score is 4-2. So needed that, didn't I?
Yeah, you really did.
But yeah, Kayla Harrison beats Juliana Pena. Everyone kind of saw this coming. Kayla Harrison looked good. Thought pretty good, but most importantly, what happened after the fight? Amanda Nunes steps in the octagon. Face-off happens. The next fight now is Kayla Harrison, Amanda Nunes. Balls, what's your thoughts on that?
That's pretty massive, actually.
It actually is.
It's just genuinely huge. I like that's a fight I'm actually excited about.
It is. Yeah, it's. I'm not buzzing off the roof for it.
No,
I'm not.
Pretty sick co-main on a pay per view though, isn't it?
I'm not that.
No,
I'm not. The alarm's
Not that-
the
not
alarm's
that
not
good.
even going to be looked at. So I am that. But
Yeah,
in the opposite way.
yeah, that'll be a monster co-main event at some point, hopefully.
Yeah, 100%. Monster co-main. Does it hit a main event?
It probably is a main event, isn't it? But not if you
Yeah.
at UFC standard at the moment. It would be a main event, yeah, but it shouldn't be. It should
The
be a good
bantamweight division
co-main.
is freaking terrible. I checked it on the weekend. It is disgusting. It is. Misha Tate's ranked.
Yeah,
How? You know what I mean? It's like you look at. I think she's ranked 8th as well. She's pretty high up. There's a lot of questionable.
yeah.
Mara Bueno Silva. She's ranked. How? Like,
No bueno.
No bueno. It's quite simple. Anyone can get ranked in this division, but it's the last good fight of the women's division.
Yeah,
Literally.
ever.
Apart from Shevchenko, Whaley.
Yeah,
But other than that, yeah, it's not looking likely. Anything else on this fight, Bowles?
just Kayla Harris. It's the Kayla Harrison era now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see a weight cut?
No,
She looked rough.
really.
Yeah, really bad. But that's what happens when you carry muscle.
Yeah.
And then moving on up, Merab Dwavish Wheelie versus Sugar Sean O'Malley, the main event, the fight. That was top of the bill. Top of the bill. Sean O'Malley comes out, different entrance song about America or something. No dyed hair. What were your thoughts on the no dyed hair, Bowles?
Business.
Locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't jay the peen
Yeah.
since the beginning of the year.
The pink shirts are good though. Still.
Pink shorts are fire, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no gooning for the whole year, and it didn't even work.
No, people have been saying, is he? What's his headspace like at the moment? Is his head still in the game?
I
At the
said he was
at the
going to
highest
retire.
level.
I put it on the story. I was so sure he was going to retire if he lost. I don't know why. He's literally got everything he needs in life. He's got another newborn. Congratulations, 9 days old. But he's not. He's quite clearly sticking around. Merab's just a different animal, isn't he?
Yeah,
He is
100%.
just insane.
Like I say, the one who's gonna, if anybody's gonna beat him, you're probably looking at Umar, and then even then, it's looking difficult to find people who would beat him.
I mean, Umar again. Do we want to see that? We'll get into the rematches first. We'll get into the fight. Sugar did well first 2 rounds defending the takedown. I thought he looked all right. I don't think he maybe won one of the 2, but that third gets snapped up, and then Merab actually locks in. Usually, he just uses that as a holding position, but Merab pushed and got the finish. It was pretty insane.
Yeah, different side to Merab there, but there's a lot of exciting things can happen for the future. Look, I mean, there's certain fights where you can look at, like, I don't know, like Pantoja, something like that, or
Yeah, I was saying Volk. It would be cool to see Merab versus Volk.
yeah,
But it's not going to happen, is it?
No, but
He's made it clear he's staying. Merab said he's staying
yeah.
at bantamweight.
I mean, the thoughts with Pantoja, it's purely just the 2 most dominant champs at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, but again, it's a bit rubbish because I think it's gonna be. I think you do Corey in November.
It's got to be Sandhagen next, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's too warranted. But this is the problem we're at with the division, where you got someone so dominant like Merab.
Too much of it, isn't there?
Yeah.
Pantoja, Merab, Makachev.
Ankalaev potentially, which is
potentially
I
Ankalaev.
loved Adesanya's run
Yeah.
back in 2019 to 2021, 2022 it was, wasn't it? It was I love that, a dominant champ
Yeah.
fighting week in week out, but there's just no challenges. There is
No.
no challenges. even you look at Sean O'Malley, what's up next for him? Is it a Yan rematch or Song Yadong? Yeah, I mean,
maybe Song Yadong's a good fight.
We're limited to the same people, same convos for everyone though, which is really rubbish. I mean, if Patchy Mix won, we could be talking about Marab versus Patchy Mix. Yeah, I mean, something straight into the title, but
yeah,
we're at a real stalemate for the bantamweight division. It's my favourite division in the game as well.
Yeah.
You got the balance of the skill, the speed, and some power as well.
Interesting. Didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always been my favourite.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. But Marab, he's so good as he brought the quality of the bantamweight division down. Look, you had Faber, you had Uriah Faber, you had Henan Barrow, Eddie Wineland getting spinning kick knocked out by, Barrow, and Sugar versus Aljo, Sugar versus Cheeto, and then Marab is just constantly out wrestling everyone. You can't hate him for it.
Do you hate him for it?
You can't. Is he the bantamweight GOAT?
Ooh, maybe.
What is he on, like a 15-fight win streak now?
Yeah, maybe.
Beat Umar, beat Sugar twice.
Unbeatable.
Yeah. Literally, I don't know who can beat him.
That's pretty mad. And that cardio. Like, how can you... It's hard to beat someone who's going to out-cardio you that easily.
Yeah.
You need to be significantly...
He wasn't even puffing.
No.
He was not even puffing in the third.
You need to be significantly more skilled. He's got
that cardio, hasn't he?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, get that guy checked for some performance-enhancing drugs.
It's insane. He's different level. I don't know what's going to happen.
You see, all the Georgian wrestlers are on the juice. This just in. Yeah, this is fact right here. You should see the Georgian wrestling team. It's absolutely ridiculous. But I honestly think he must be on something.
Yeah, it's something else. That's all I know. But that wraps up our episode there of the UFC 316 review. Please let us know what you guys thought in the comments section, or you can follow us and drop us a DM on The Fight Rundown on Instagram, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram and TikTok, the main two. Wherever you get your podcasts from.
Listen to us on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Deezer, Alexa,
BBC Sounds.
BBC Sounds, of course. What else am I missing?
That'll do.
That is it.
Well, thank you for joining us. I've been Jeeve.
Been Bowles.
And we will see you soon.
Pat Smith.